Tomorrow, how mature workers are picking up the slack left by their younger counterparts.
Also, Joanna Kearns on her role in the Preppy murder on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Coming up on Action News Live at noon, Hurricane Hugo approaches the South Carolina coast and thousands are leaving in the face of the worst storm in a decade.
Flash flood watches and warnings have been issued for the Carolinas.
Tim Brown will have the latest in sports. Action News at noon is next. Stay with us.
Horn is celebrating its 30th anniversary.
Plus tax. The Big 4 after 4, only 99 cents each. There's never been a better time to stop by McDonald's.
Action News is everywhere.
From WPDE TV 15. This is Action News, live at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Roger Harvey. Thousands of people up and down the North and South Carolina coast are making final preparations for what they fear most, Hurricane Hugo. Governor Carroll Campbell early this morning declared a state of emergency. He's ordered everyone along the coast to evacuate. In addition, he's asked the Highway Patrol and other authorities to help in the evacuation. Lisa Mozer joins us now to give us the latest on Hugo's position. Lisa?
You know, for the last day or so, Roger, we've been hoping quietly in the Weather Center that Hurricane Hugo would take an erratic turn to the north, but it hasn't done that. It's been very consistent. Still at 115 sustained winds, mile-per-hour winds. Right now, still traveling right now northwestward at about 17 miles per hour. The prime target area right now still remains to be Charleston, South Carolina, and as far south as Savannah, Georgia. We are feeling some of the front edge of Hurricane Hugo. Let's take a look at our local radar very quickly, and you can see that we do have some shower activity. It is beginning to pop up throughout the South Carolina area. Some cloud cover also moving into our area, and that is the front edge of none other than Hurricane Hugo. And of course, we'll look at that a little bit further in detail a little later on, Roger.
Okay, Lisa, thanks a lot. Well, while most of the preparations are being handled along the Grand Strand, people are being asked to evacuate and leave everything. Inland residents also need to brace for the storm. Tara Reedus Brantley has more.
If Hurricane Hugo hits, its destructive winds and torrential rains will heavily impact the inland area, and it could even trigger a series of tornadoes. Emergency Preparedness Director Ernest Turner advises everyone to make sure they have lighters, flashlights, candles, matchbooks, and batteries. He also says mobile homeowners need to take extra precautions.
People living in trailers need to prepare now. They need to make sure their trailers are tied down strongly.
Another very important precaution to take, if you haven't already done so, is be sure to stock up on plenty of groceries, and that includes lots of bottled water. With the potential for severe flooding and power outages, Turner says you could be stuck in your home for long periods of time.
All I can tell people to do is pay attention to television and radio, and when we open up a shelter, we will coordinate with all the press.
Remember, power could easily go out, and even though crews will work to restore it, no one knows how long that will take. Just how much damage will suffer is anybody's guess. Turner says whatever happens, everyone must try to keep all lines of communication open and follow directions of local emergency officials. In Florence, Tara Reedus Brantley, WPDE Action News.
Well, as we mentioned, a lot of the stores are being full at this time. Lots of people in. We'd like to make one note that the Kroger store in Cashua Drive still has plenty of water. You need to go ahead and make those preparations because there's no telling how long of an impact and what kind of an impact it will have inland. As for the coast, final preparations are being made down there. Eric Chilton joined us now live with more details. Eric, what can you tell us?
Well, Roger, right now I can tell you this much. Winds are gusting like you wouldn't believe. They're up to about 30, 35 miles per hour. I spoke with city spokesman Pat Dowling from Myrtle Beach not too long ago. He said that Highway 501 is jam-packed. A lot of people are heading out right now. He said unless you have to, don't go up Highway 501. It is gridlocked. traffic is not moving. Now, city officials are advising to take this alternate route. Take Highway 17 south to Georgetown, then take 51, Highway 41, or 521 inland. Now, those roads should be much more accessible at this hour. Once again, do not take Highway 501. As he said, the traffic is at a standstill. Now, we do have a couple numbers to give out. If you need assistance in getting out of your house or your home and you are handicapped or you have relatives that are handicapped, these are the numbers to call: 248-9811 or 448-1505 if you need to get some folks out. Those numbers again: 248-9811, 448-1505. Roger, you can see the conditions are turbulent right now, and the wind is picking up. Every time we come back with an update, it's getting worse. That's the situation here.
Eric, I wanted to ask you one other thing. I know you've been out there and on the air since early this morning.
Yes.
How have things changed in the last couple hours? What kind of an impact have you seen on the coast?
I tell you, basically the most visible impact has just been the tides. The ocean is coming in more rapidly than I've ever seen it come in, and the winds are incredible. If this is just a precursor to what's to come, I'm kind of afraid to see what's going to be coming later on. These winds have picked up overnight, like over the last 10 or 15 minutes. They've gotten increased by 10 or 15 miles an hour. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, and don't know if I want to care to see it anymore. I think people, if they have to, they need to go ahead and get out now.
Eric, there were some brave souls out there yesterday surfing and what have you. I don't see anybody else out there. Is that pretty much the case?
No, I think everyone is taking the advice of officials and getting out as soon as they can. There were a couple people out here earlier, but they've already picked up and gone in. I'm sure they can look around and just see that it's going to get worse.
Okay, Eric, thanks a lot. Eric Chilton reporting live from along the Grand Strand. We, of course, will have more live reports in a few moments. Well, as for now, the question is, where is Hurricane Hugo and how soon will be approaching the mainland? Lisa Mozer joins us once again from the Weather Center with more details. Lisa?
Well, right now here at noontime, we just updated some information, Roger, and the latest grid coordinates that we have is at 29.5 north and 77.0 west. Again, this is a big storm, and we're already beginning to feel some effects. We have some flash flood warnings in effect for Georgetown area, the Horry County area, and Williamsburg area. By this afternoon, that thunderstorm activity is going to pick up along with those heavy winds. We'll take a closer look at our forecast for Hugo when we come back.
Yeah. Hold it, Steve.
This is a new storage system for food line warehouses. It's called double deep racking. They cost less than conventional racks and enable us to utilize 40% more cubic space. That means we can buy an even greater volume and a greater savings. The new system also increases our warehouse productivity, and since the storage is off the floor, it's more sanitary. So you not only save money on groceries in our store, you save money on groceries in our warehouse. And at Food Lion, we save, you save! Yeah!
My name is Lisa, and I'd like to tell you something you may find hard to believe. You see, I'm a drug addict and an alcoholic. Oh, I might not look like it now, but for 5 years when I was really drinking and using, there wasn't anything I wouldn't have done for a drink or a couple of pills. You know, sometimes